Are you a parent of a teen? This video is for you if you are parenting a child that's in the high school age group, ages 13, 14, and 15. I've had a few parents reach out to me lately saying that they want to have a conversation about the pill with their child, but they weren't sure if that was going to send a mixed message. Basically, they were wondering, should I just be stressing abstinence right now, or can I have a conversation about the pill and abstinence in the same breath? So that's what I want to talk about today. How to have a conversation with your high school age child about birth control, including abstinence. If you're new to my channel, I'm Kathleen and I make YouTube videos for parents on how to talk about sex and answer sex questions that their child may have. Talking about the pill and talking about abstinence are not mutually exclusive because sexual abstinence is just another form of birth control. So if you're at that stage of the talk and you want to talk about pregnancy prevention with your high schooler, then providing medically accurate and factual information about the variety of birth control methods that are available is excellent, and I would encourage you to do so. Quick little reminder, you must have had a conversation about people engaging in sex, vaginal, anal, or oral, for pleasure before now. Because your child may be confused. If you've only said that people engage in vaginal sex in order to make babies, it's going to be difficult to explain why people would want to avoid making babies while having vaginal sex. If you haven't had a conversation about why people may engage in vaginal sex for fun, then I would encourage you to do so and check out this video if you need some help. This video is not about promoting hormonal birth control. It's not about stating what birth control methods are better or worse. It's not about condoms, and it's not about how to discuss STI or STD prevention. This video is about how to have a talk about the pill and sexual abstinence in the same conversation with your high school age child while providing medically accurate and factual information and then including your family values. You can start this conversation by saying something to the effect of, there are a range of ways to prevent pregnancy. Do you know of any ways to prevent a pregnancy? Have a dialogue with them here, see what they know. Then you can say something like, have you heard of hormonal birth control, like the pill? The way hormonal birth control works is that it prevents ovulation. Do you remember what ovulation is? Yes, ovulation is when the ovary releases an egg into the fallopian tube. If a person with ovaries is taking hormonal birth control like the pill, the hormones in it goes into their body and tells their ovaries to not ovulate. Therefore, if they have unprotected vaginal sex, the idea is there won't be an egg available for sperm to fertilize. This is the basic idea behind all hormonal birth control, like the pill, the patch, the ring, the implant. They're all designed to prevent ovulation. When it comes to pregnancy prevention, it's important to talk about effectiveness rates that teaches the range of effectiveness. Because of human error, each birth control method can range in effectiveness. Therefore, if you're talking about the pill, explaining that the effectiveness rate can be more or less effective at preventing pregnancy depends on the user's adherence to the instructions of use. So for example, you can say something to the effect of, the pill has up to a 99% effectiveness rate. Do you understand what that means? Yes, it means that the pill is a highly effective method of pregnancy prevention if used consistently and correctly. In order for a person to reach that 99% effectiveness rate, they need to take that pill at the same time each day. Now, for example, if they get sick and they need to take medication, that medication may interfere with the effectiveness rate of the pill, making the pill less effective during that time. So it's important for folks to be aware and be honest with their healthcare provider and use the pill the way it was designed in order to reach that 99% effectiveness rate. Did you know that sexual abstinence is a birth control method that can be up to 100% effective at preventing pregnancy if used correctly and consistently? Just like with the pill or condoms, abstinence can be less effective at preventing pregnancy if the user is not adhering to the instructions of use. In order for sexual abstinence to be up to 100% effective at preventing a pregnancy, the user must not engage in vaginal, anal, or oral sex, as well as mutual masturbation with a person with a penis. Semen must stay far away from the vulva in order to prevent any possibility of a potential pregnancy. But if sexual abstinence is used correctly, it can be up to 100% effective at preventing a pregnancy. Parents, when you talk about the pill and abstinence with your child, let them know that they've got options. They may want to practice abstinence for a period of time and use abstinence as their primary method of birth control. And then down the road, they may decide they want to engage in sexual activity. And therefore, they may not be able to use abstinence any longer the way it was intended and designed for pregnancy prevention. Let them know that it's okay to change birth control methods, or to have a backup method, or to take two methods at the same time. For example, the pill can still be taken while engaged in abstinence as the primary birth control method. Let your child know that they can try out the range of birth control methods that are available until becoming pregnant is the goal. Parents, what are your beliefs and values, whether it's cultural, religious, or personal, around hormonal birth control? Some people that I've talked to had really negative experiences with hormonal birth control and bad side effects, and they don't want their child to have to experience those negative side effects. While others I've spoken with said that they really liked being on hormonal birth control with the way it reduced cramps and PMS, and they didn't use it just for pregnancy prevention. So I'll remind you that you can, of course, share your personal experience with hormonal birth control with your child, but don't let that be the only conversation you have about hormonal birth control. Provide your child with the medically accurate information first, and then you can add in your personal experience as well as family values. If hormonal birth control is not an option for your child for pregnancy prevention due to your family values, it's still a good idea to explain it to them and let them know that it's available to others, but then clearly explain why it won't be an option for them due to your family values. Did you find this information helpful? Go on and give it a like if you did. I'm Kathleen, and I'll be back next week with another video on It's Time for the Sex Talk for Parents. Thanks so much.